We're going to invite our first speaker to the stage. Paul Gilhooly is the Vice President of Sales at 6 Sense. His title for his talk this evening is Delivering Growth in a Recession. Trust the Process, which may well be a quote from his famous favourite football coach. So, bit of background on Paul. He joined 6 Sense in 2021 in his current role, having previously spent almost 10 years at BrightTalk, where he developed from a management position into their VP of Sales. And he's been in sales for almost 20 years, so brings a wealth of experience with him. Please give Paul a round of applause. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, good to be here. And good to be engaging with the community. I've heard great things. It's actually the first time I've been on stage. And yeah, I'm going to try and nail the 7 minutes. Going to try and do it. For those who don't know me, my name's Paul Gilhooly, one of the VPs at 6 Sense. Essentially, I was brought on board to lead our international expansion here in EMEA. 6 Sense, we're a revenue AI platform. We remove the guesswork in how you create and convert pipeline. But today, I'm going to be talking about delivering growth in a recession. I think everyone, certainly the revenue leaders in the room, will be feeling the hurt of the economy. We'll be revisiting pipeline plans. We'll be thinking about, do those plans meet the revenue goals? And in a recession, really, a lot of what we need to do is thinking about what we can control, right? What we can control, and then manage the variables that are in a lot of cases going against us. But I did have to talk about this idea of trust the process. So actually, when I agreed to speak, I confirmed my attendance and then said to James that I have a problem. I've got the Arsenal-Man City game, and any chance we can move the date of the event? He said, of course not. So then I was like, can I at least go first? Because I am done after this game. And yeah, I will be going to the stadium. And so I felt I had to bring this into the talk. And rather than a tedious link to Arteta, I was like, actually, there is some relevance to B2B, right? Arsenal's recession was long and difficult, but when we think about it, what did he do to turn things around? How did he get back to the top? And really, it was about having a clear vision about what is our path to success, right? How do we want to play and win? He recruited people that were bought into the vision. And importantly, gave clarity to people about their roles and responsibilities. And if you are a manager, a leader, that is your role. You need to be the person that communicates the path to success and build confidence. And for us, I'm not going to go into, there's so many variables that we could talk about when we talk about like trust the process, right? We can be talking about deal execution, qualification, medic, and so many different things. But what I wanted to do is actually share a couple of fundamentals for us at 6 Sense that we think are very relevant to the situation that we're all facing with the economy, but also how we are performing and how we're delivering growth during difficult times. For us, there's a couple of fundamentals, and I'm going to focus on 2. Always be creating high-quality pipelines. What do I mean by that? That is being laser-focused on an ICP. And I don't mean a broad one. I don't mean... hey, UK above 250 people. I mean, a really narrow ICP, super defined. You being very aware what type of accounts and customers convert at a better rate, win rates, ACV, right, cycle times. Because I think the trap today is that when we're all searching for pipeline is to have the view that all pipeline is good pipeline. And that is the trap that many of us fall into. But be absolutely clear on that. Not all pipeline is treated equally. And the better that you can define what good pipeline looks like, the better you're going to perform. But from there, you need to always be focused on improving conversions. Conversions is the way to grow your business. Make no mistake. The old school way of doubling pipeline, increasing leads, that is an inefficient way to grow your business. So I'm going to talk to some of these, and some of this might actually seem quite simple or obvious in nature, and there's a whole other session that we can talk about the execution of this. But I'm going to talk to the concepts because when I normally speak to revenue leaders, sometimes it is the basics or these simple principles that sometimes get lost, and that holds back companies and their growth. So when I talk about high quality pipeline creation, we look at two things, like what you should know and what you should do. Right? You as a revenue leader have the responsibility to understand your market. We talk about, do you have a process in place that enables you to not miss an opportunity? Or the reverse of that is, how do you know which accounts are in market for your solution? Have visibility about your TAM and your ICP. Importantly, you should be only focusing on the accounts that have a strong ICP fit. If they are not a good fit, you should be really asking yourselves, is this something that I want to engage with? There needs to be a real big reason for you to do that. But of course, here, to really understand that, we're talking about combining and aggregating data, first-party intent data, third-party intent data, giving a holistic view so you know which accounts are in market, know which ones match your ICP, but importantly, what do they care about? One of the most sort of concepts that I would try and get across is that your way to creating effective pipeline and high-quality pipeline is about being timely and relevant to their current priorities. And from there, then you need to know who to contact, right? And you need a simple and easy sort of workflow to make that easy to execute with your sales teams, which I'll talk to. But once you have that insight, really this is about go-to-market intelligence within your organization. And having that insight then enables you to focus on a couple of key fundamentals for us. You should be aligning sales and marketing on the same set of in-market accounts. If you're not, you're ultimately creating hurdles for your organization to deliver growth. Right? Alignment is key. From there, you can then deliver relevant multi-channel messaging across the revenue organization. Importantly, you should know when sales should engage. For us at 6 Sense, that means knowing which accounts are most likely to open a sales qualified opportunity in the next 60 to 90 days. That's the level of accuracy that we're talking about. But fundamentally, what you need to be doing is finding a way for your reps to spend more time with buyers that have a higher propensity to purchase. All right? But when we talk about optimizing conversions, it's really important to understand what are the data points, what are the metrics that matter most. And I'll get into that. But what you actually see here on the right is 6 Sense's dashboard in Salesforce. And again, what I would encourage all of you to do that is that across the revenue organization, there should be absolute alignment about what the top level metrics are. If sales and marketing are looking at different things when it comes to pipeline, that is a huge red flag. So for us as a revenue organization, sales, marketing, RevOps, we look at a single dashboard. We have a single view of what is the health of our business. And if you're going to hit your revenue goals, you need to be hitting your pipeline goals, right? And what we do is we're looking at source, we're looking at creation, but really what we're looking at is a stage-based approach so that we can really, in an analytical way, know what is our areas of biggest opportunity. Having a data-driven approach to knowing where you can impact improvement. In an economy like today, there are so many variables, right, that you could focus on, an individual level, a team level, a regional level. But you need to understand where you're going to have your biggest impact. So for us, we have this concept of searching for the red or focusing on the red. Right? So we color code our dashboard, and what we're looking at is what is our conversions from stage to stage, but importantly, what is our velocity at each stage? We have very defined SLAs about how long a deal should be in each stage. And if it goes past that, the questions get asked. And if you're looking at that at more of an aggregated view, that enables you to be more informed about where you should spend your time. Now, this could be a marketing play, a sales play, or it could be an enablement focus. But the idea is having very clear metrics that inform where you spend your time and understanding what you're trying to improve. So to wrap up, hopefully I'm on time with the 7 minutes.
Missed the kickoff. Yeah. Missed the kickoff.
I am going to miss the kickoff. 7:30. Go a bit. All right, people. Now we've got people heckling. But as a takeaway for us, everything is about intelligence in your go-to-market, right? Information is no longer enough. Data is no longer enough. Automation is no longer enough. Intelligence is what gains a competitive advantage. So for us, if you are unclear about your ICP, that is your starting point. You really need to work with RevOps and understand about the efficiencies you can gain by acquiring the right type of customers. Be laser focused on that. For us, intent, having an aggregated view and understanding first-party and third-party data so that you have a data-driven view of your market and having an understanding of that market and what they care about at maybe at a large scale, but then narrowing in onto the account. Again, I go back to this point about being timely and relevant to what your accounts care about. But of course, you need a workflow. And this is where the sales part come in that it needs to, for all salespeople, it always has to be simple, but it needs to be scalable, all right? For sales to know who to engage and when, all right? That drives the right type of execution. And like I said, conversions, win rates, ACVs, right? Cycle times, better pipeline beats more pipeline every day of the week. Quality over quantity. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye, and I will be making a dash to the stadium. I hope you got some value from that. Thank you.